What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of A Wolf in Kids Clothing, hosted by yours truly, Wolfson, and with me, as always, the one and only Mike Phoenix Hero. Let's go!
What's up, everyone?
Welcome back again. How's it going?
I am recovering from Saturday, bro.
Yes.
You and me both.
You and me both, man. Yeah, so Saturday, I came in with such confidence, and I still fell short, but not that far off. It was just like too much. And Saturday, I literally had to go use my brain power over 9,000, man. And I'll stand by this by saying that I'm pretty sure the reason why I didn't win is because I came off from work just to go straight to the shop.
Yeah.
Because I came there and I was like, because there was just so many things that I went wrong on my side, and somehow, First game was probably the worst game ever played, because that's where I played Brick City. But the other three was just like, okay, but it was just tough challenges over. So let's just get over this TCG talk, man, and then we could go off to these freshly topics, because we don't want to dwell into our sorrowness, man, or how we end up. Let's start with you. How did you end up, man?
First game was against my boy Eric with the Destiny Heroes.
Back with the heroes.
With a Destiny hero, Destiny hero.
Pure Destiny.
And yeah, I beat him.
Oh.
It was kind of crazy because he's been going on a topping streak around I think Tate's cool stuff. Like he's been getting either first place or top 4 with pure Destiny hero, which is crazy. But
so that's why he was asking who won, who's lost, who won, who lost at the end of their last round.
No, because he thought I could have topped, but I told him it didn't matter.
Oh,
because he was telling me to stay in the tournament, and I told him it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what he was asking. He was like, "No, you have a chance to win." I was like, "I don't. I'm too far at the bottom table to get top 8." But yeah, it was just interesting. Because he was running DPE. Of course, he has to run DPE, and my cashier deck has an out for it. Because he summoned DPE, and then I go into Harmonizer, and then he's like, "What does that do?" And I'm like, "Well, it steals your stuff." So then.
Oh, he didn't know. He didn't know about Harmonizer.
Most people don't know Harmonizer, because even when it was cash format, people rarely played it because they picked other rank 7s instead of Harmonizer. So literally, he did DP blah blah. I'm like Harmonizer. And I'm like, I'm gonna take your DPE as material. and then the next turn in draw phase, I took his other fusion in the grave, because the effect of DPE to revive a Destiny hero is in standby.
Oh, wait, it's not just revive him, it's revive a Destiny hero.
Any Destiny hero from your grave.
So even though DPE's effect is already attached to your material?
Yeah, because it's a mandatory resolution. It's not it's not activated effect no more. Like when DPE got sent to the graveyard, he activated the effect.
Okay.
And then I was like, cool. And then later in that phase, I got Harmonizer out, and then I stole it. So the effect is going to resolve, right? Because he activated it legally when it got destroyed.
Right.
And then in the next turn, in the standby phase, it has to resolve. You have to resolve that effect the best you can.
But you choose. But does your opponent choose which Destiny hero?
Yeah.
But he gives you that knowledge before you activate Harmonizer?
No.
Oh,
no.
So it could be random. You just
So when it's resolving, he gets to pick. So you can't really even chain to that per se.
Oh,
because it's resolving. But it didn't matter, because I'm just taking your fusions, bro. I'm just taking your fusion monsters. So I had his I think Dystopia and DPE as material under Harmonizer. And then he was like, yeah, you. And then I activated Unicorn later on, so I got his other DPE Vanish face down. So he was like, yeah, it was GG's, because it's
yeah, that was just no way.
Yeah. And I'm like, yep. I'm like, this is what actually works as a toolbox, because most people can't out DPE. Most people cannot out DPE because unless they have a call by or DD Crow, which is crazy to run this format. But basically, unless they get the call by, they really can't out DPE. And for me, I'm just like, I got the out in my extra deck. Game 2, was U-Bell. Didn't have an out. Didn't have anything in my deck that could beat it. I got Shifter. Shifter didn't help. I had back row removal, but I just didn't open it. And I was like, okay, because U-Bell really relies on its spells and stuff to work. And it was like, I just didn't draw my Cosmics. If I had my Cosmics, I would have won because he needs a Nightmare Throne to start. I would have been like, okay, banish it. And then there's like a Nightmare Pain, something like that. It's a continuous spell for U-Bell. If I could out that too, would have been good. But it's just a fact that like those spells just give recursion every turn, and it's like I can't.
Wait, is Nightmare Throne and Jubel's Nightmare or Nightmare Jubel?
It's like Nightmare Pain.
Oh,
Pain. The thing is like the whole deck can play under skill drain because the effects are from the spells and traps, not from the monsters. The monsters themselves do have effects, but it really don't matter because the spell was like, oh, any damage you would take, give it to your opponent instead. So then it's like even under skill drain, it's the spell that's giving that effect. Hey yo, what the? So that's why I was like, I had no out.
Damn. But I mean, and then unless you can technically run any monster, you'll take battle damage, but the Jubel monsters will still get destroyed. It's just the From will give that recursion, right?
Yeah. So that's why like the monsters do have effects, but when you have skill drain, it's kind of you play a bit differently, but it's still almost OTK because it was like, oh, revive. And then the thing is when it goes to the grave, it has an effect to revive something back. So it's like you're doing so many effects that don't resolve on the field. Monster effects that don't resolve on the field. And then he activated trap to bring it back, and then you have to battle it because that's one of the things that I'm like, okay, bro, like I had no out. And then with the mecha, I had Mecha Phantom Beast to like out the skill drain, but it just wasn't enough. And again, under skill drain, I can't use Fenrir to search to get my to start the combos, to start getting my toolbox going. So I couldn't do it. Game 2, he won because of time. I think he is a bit new because like I kept having to explain chains and priorities and stuff because he kept like.
That's interesting. I was gonna tell you because I feel like he's not that fairly new because I've seen him in other formats at the store. Very rare times, but I've seen it. It's just
I've seen it maybe 3 times before, and those times he was playing like Crystal Beast.
I see.
But like he was like when it came to like the intricacies of like triggers and stuff like that, I had to explain to him because like there were times he was doing something and then he's like, oh, activate trigger. I'm like, your turn priority, like you need to say that first, because I was telling him it's like you're kind of like telling me after, and then like we have to redo the chain, and then now I have like you have like extra knowledge of what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
because he activates something graveyard.
Gotcha. Yeah,
he activates something graveyard to summon a U-Bell. The U-Bell on summon can search a monster, right? So when he summoned the monster, I'm like, anything? He's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, okay. So then I was like, trigger Fenrir to banish it face down. And he's like, oh, no, I have an on summon effect. So then I was like, okay, but your priority, so you go first. And then now I had an Ash in hand. So now I'm just like, okay, now I can either Ash you and then not use my Fenrir because Ash is when, not if. So I was like, you kind of were like chain blocking me.
In a way,
and now you know like what I'm gonna do after, because now you know I'm gonna use Fenrir to target something.
Yeah.
In a later chain. So it was like a bit annoying, but he got it down.
Okay.
But regardless, like even if I had like 3 hours, I would have not beat him. I cannot beat that deck with my deck.
Damn.
I just need straight up negates to negate those spell cards because anti spell fragrance, which is at 1. So yeah, couldn't out it. Game 3 was against Pen Shalom. It was Draco Slayer.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting his
Magic
name.
Spectre.
Chris. Yeah, his pendulum deck.
There's two Black Chris's, funny enough. So you can even say Black Chris because there's 2 Black Chris's.
It's literally
he's
2
He's
Black
the second
Chris.
one.
Big dog. Damn it, they're big.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
So wrong.
So yeah, game 1.
Yeah, his pendulum deck. If you don't stop him early on or midway, the crazy board that ends up is just like okay, what do I do now? Okay, do this. No, I activate this. Okay, do this. I take that. Like
he had what was it? It was a bow goddess with like 3 negates. The fire wall dragon singularity. So he has like the pop popped up the 3 back to hand. One of the pit knights is like the link 2 that like if it's linked to something, it can now negate something on the field.
Yeah.
So I was like, 4 negates, about 3 bounce backs. Couldn't beat it. Game 2, I activated Shifter. And what people seem to forget, but I did tell my bro, like you're trolling, was even though pendulum monsters are supposed to go to the extra deck, Shifter override, like cards override game mechanics.
Yes.
That's a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! So
Yes.
I'm like, you're under Shifter.
Means
and
it
he's
gets
like,
banished.
It gets banished instead of going to extra deck. So that really like hurt him. And it really hurt him to the point where like I won the game because he was like, yeah, everything's getting banished. And then he had like spellcaster. And then I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's cool. But like Fenrir banished your 1 spellcaster on the field. I guess I could have banished the spell one, the spellcaster field spell. But it was funny was like, he literally looked and he's like, all my spellcasters are banished now. And I was like, yeah, either from Rise Heart or just from the game mechanic of being banished.
Right.
So I won game 2. Game 3 was interesting. He played the trap that's like send a synchro to grave and your opponent can't summon monsters for the rest of the turn. It's an old card. I think the last set was like tournament pack, like OTS pack 6, I think, or 6 or 8.
Damn.
But what's funny was he was under Shifter. So he tried activating it, and I'm like, you can't pay costs. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, let's beat the card together, bro. And I was like, send 1 synchro monster to the graveyard, semicolon. And he was like, damn. But he it was in time, and I think he did 200 damage. I don't remember how.
Oh.
So but I was going to the Raid Raptor combo. And he like, I go to Fenrir. I'm like, let me search. He was like, go ahead. I'm like, okay, he doesn't have Ash because he probably saved it for Theosis. Like he just kept saving the Ash. Once I got into Raid Raptor and I was like, affected detach to summon from deck. And then he's like, Ash. And I was like, that's my only burn card.
Emotional damage.
I was like, that's my only burn card. So he got it. We kept playing it out, but I was like, he got it. Like he did 200 damage, but it was just funny that like he was using that synchro. And I think like Matt and other people, I'm sorry, the trap card that sends the synchro to stop you from special summoning. Like he did that. And everyone was like, oh my God, like you play that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, he's under Shifter. And they were trying to hype him up. I'm like, bro, that shit's not working. You can't pay costs. but it's so funny because people were like, oh my God, you're playing that trap, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, he can't pay costs. and then people were like, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, okay, that's why I was like, let's read the card together with like everyone else because I'm like, I knew he couldn't pay costs, bro. Because he had like the synchro Dragon Slayer or Magic Spectre, like one of those. It's he was trying to send that to grave, and I'm like, you can't, bro. Like render Shifter, because he was trying to send it to grave, then he was sending it to banish. I'm like, no, it's not a tribute. It's not a it's like the cost is send to grave. You can't do it. So it was just interesting. Game 4, I just I decided to like how Eric was asking if I could have topped blah blah blah. I was like no, so I shot a video with him. So that's coming out later in the week. But for next week,
but he didn't win first place.
I shot the video with Eric because he's been topping everywhere else. So I'm like, it's still valid. And then people on my channel, like people on my channel, still like ask for him. They'll go to the 1-year-old video and be like, "Oh, can you get Eric on your channel again?" Like, can we get an updated Destiny Hero?
All right,
profile. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta give the fans what they want.
Gotta give what the people what they want. That's for sure. Damn.
But Saturday, the ritual beasts are. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it's very getting. Yeah, I can see it now. No, it disappeared.
It disappeared. But yeah, ritual cash.
Wow. Well, I cannot wait to see you on Saturday and hopefully not to experience your, ritual cash.
Why not, bro? In the finals, you know what I mean?
This week I'm gonna go board breaking Tenpai. That's the name I gave this deck that I just like cooked up.
You're not doing Tenpai Cash?
No. I said myself, I need to be second and first. I need to be on your video first before I start experimenting other variants.
Yeah, but Tenpai Cash is OP.
Yeah. It'll be OP once I finish, saying, all right, I made it first place with my Tenpai and prove everybody's like, I'm a great player. This week, I'm just going to go board breaking. I'm board breaking the fuck out of it. And it's because the experience that I had last Saturday, if anything, it showed me is that most of my hand threats that I had, either I didn't see the right hand threats that I needed to stop people on time, or I keep seeing Mourner in my hand and it was fucking annoying and it was just useless at times. So I decided to like, you know what? Let me just go full board breaking. Because I mean, Tenpai's function is to OTK, right? Finish you off, and my turn has to be the final turn for this game, no matter what. So I'm just gonna go blind second all the way, and anytime I feel like I have to go first, I got some other stuff that can help me out. But I'm just gonna go board breaking. Hand traps. I feel like there's gonna be a lot more spells than hand traps. So if anything, there's gonna be
3 shifter.
Well, I'm gonna have shifter for sure. Definitely shifter. Shifter saved my ass a lot of times. Shifter was my MVP on last week's games. Who else was my MVP of oh my god, Dogwood. Ghost Sister Dogwood. Oh my god. We're gonna get to that one. She was MVP. Any other? Oh, Fenrir. I don't care what Travis says. I don't care what anybody says about Cashier Fenrir. Cashier Fenrir is OP. I don't care what anybody says. And guys, you're listening to it. If you have a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh deck, have Fenrir. Have a playset. 2.
Yep.
Free.
Yep.
It don't matter.
Yep.
Fenrir is fucking OP. Because in the worst bricks that I had on Saturday had the worst time because my first game was against Kenneth, and Kenneth was going Horus Stun, but he didn't know what he was playing. I had to coach him for most of it, and I still lost against him.
Which again, we're a good community, so we don't mind helping people out, learning the decks and stuff.
Exactly, we're all homies in this community. In this shop, we help each other. We've known each other for a while. Like it's all friendly based. It's only the people that we don't know. Like that's the people that will like, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah,
but no,
especially when they come off cocky and not
exactly
telling us like, hey, we're trying to learn.
Like if it's like the Infernoid boy that comes over. Well, he hasn't come in a while, and I'm happy. Maybe they kicked him out. I don't know. If it comes like that type of person, then we're not gonna help you. Even though we're gonna try to help you, we're just gonna be like, all right, if you're gonna be like that, fine. We'll match the same energy. And we're gonna make sure you're gonna lose because of your technicalities. But yes, guys, I'm round 1. That was my only loss. I landed 5th place. So it's like, all right, it's not bad. Top 8, I made it. 5th place. But my only loss was against Kenneth. And again, Kenneth did not know what he was doing. They gave the deck to it. And he was like, all right, I'm just going to play through. But he kind of knew like all the combos to get to where he needed to be. Secret Village is a bitch, man. And I forgot that Imseti Horus, that it's a spellcaster. I forgot about it. When he dumped Imseti with Secret Village, is like, yeah, all my cards are all spells. Thank God that I have a Kashtira Fenrir. Because Fenrir is the most OP card that could ever exist right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why people are talking mad shit about Fenrir. Oh, what does it do? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Like in this format, it doesn't do anything. Let me tell you, it did a lot. Enough for me to have free Fenrirs on my turn. It did a lot. But unfortunately, I couldn't beat Kenneth in that round because my breaks. My game 1 was a break. Game 2, it was semi-okay, but I had that game. And then game 3, it was the same combo all over again, and I braked overall. So it was just like, yeah, no, there was just no way. Round 2, 3, and 4, I won all 3 games in a row. So who did I go against round? I think I was going with somebody. Was George's friend, the Puerto Rican guy, my homie. What's his name?
Carlos.
Carlos, yes, Carlos. So I got against him. I beat him on his voiceless. He got game 1, but I got game 2 and 3. And Shifter. Shifter was a hell of a card.
Yep.
All right, not only did Shifter help me, set rotation, Necro Valley, pass. He could not do any of his voiceless. Like he cannot do the Saphira to move to banish to or the other ones. Oh, and he still couldn't do Saphira because he had both of his rituals in his hand. So he was just cooked overall. So all right,
Yeah.
Game 2, round 2 I have. At round 3, who did I go against? It was before Lewis. Fudge. Who did I go in round 3? I totally forgot. You probably didn't see me, or did you saw me? You didn't see it.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
No.
I blanked out. But whatever happened, I still managed to beat that guy. And
You don't remember the deck or the person?
No, I can't even remember the deck. No, I just went full combo, 100%. Yeah, that one. I think that was like one of the most disrespectful games I did to the guy because I just went full combo twice.
Is it the new guy? He's African American.
No, not him. No, it wasn't him. It wasn't Matt either. Because Matt wasn't in the
Ruben.
No, I didn't face Ruben either. I blacked out. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I beat the guy. I went full combo. Lewis, oh my gosh, shout out to you, Lewis, man. The G, man. That was one hell of a round, honestly. The last round, or the last game, the game 3, I think it was game 3 or 2. I don't remember. I know I won because of time and because of Dogwood. 100%. I beat him on game 1, going second. Yeah. I think it went more than one turn. 100% it went to one turn. And then it just went up into top decking.
Whoever.
Yeah. And then I got the game. Because I had SB Little. That's why. I was just SB Little him. I believe so. Yeah, it was the only way because we were just trying top deck till we managed it. Then we went to game 2. I feel like we only went 2 games, but you can ask Lois to correct me. Because I know for sure I just went full go second. I had all the nips, I have all the shifters, and I had dogwood as well. So when I drew my hand, I had dogwood in my hand. Oh no! Wait a minute. Now I remember. No, we went to 2 games. I beat him in the both games. So game 2, what I did was I was scared that he was gonna tell me go first. That was my mindset. So because I decided to add shifter to the main and add other cards, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna. I'm going full blown second. I don't know if he's just make me go first. So I decided, like, all right, let me put the one-offs. I put a one-off Heat Wave, a one-off Dogwood, and a one-off the Archfiend trap card, right?
Yeah.
So when we shuffle each other's deck, he goes, "Oh, I go first. You could go second." And I'm like, "All right, cool, perfect." Perfect. All right, no problem. Good thing I only set up the 1-up, so I don't have to see it. In my hand, I literally saw Heat Wave and Dogwood.
Congratulations.
I'm
You
like,
played yourself.
Yeah, but the heat wave is just the discard for the Sandgame summoning.
that's what I did. That's basically what I did on the following turn. But oh my god, he went Varus effect, and because I didn't have any shifter or nib on me, I was like, fuck, I can't let it through. Fine, fuck it. I said, yo, chain Dogwood, and he's like, what does it do? I was like, every time you special summon, I gain life points equal to the attack, not the original attack, equal to its attack.
To the attack.
To its attack. If you don't special summon, then I lose half of my life points. And he's like, oh, damn. Well, whatever. I'm just going to go for broke. I already special. It's like, so it's each time I special? It's like, yeah, each time you special. All right, let's see how far I can go with the special. It's like, okay, sure. And I'm like, go ahead. He's doing the full-fledged hero combo that it landed to 38,000 life points.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Again, his board was broken.
Bruh.
His board was broken.
Yeah, he probably had DPE, the shining.
He had the
Neos.
trap card. Yeah, he had the trap card to summon the
Clear
shining
contact,
heroes. Yeah. Like he had all of it. His board was just broken. So I don't remember most of it. I think that's where I have I drew Imper and I drew Droplet as well. Like coincidentally. I was like, all right, I got these. I had to be smart about it. And I drew Fenrir. I was like, let's go. Fenrir. Slap Fenrir. Fenrir effect. DBE. He did. He DBE'd me. He popped it. I was just like, that's fine. I could still like have another Fenrir. But I don't know what went down that he stopped me. And then I basically had no board. Like I don't have nothing. So he went. Yeah. So he goes to his turn. He goes battle. It's like, oh, by the way, the hero Niels, he has like 8,000 attack power. I'm like, whoa, what? What? He has 8,000. What? It's like, yeah, for every hero on the graveyard. I was like, oh, fuck, no.
So it is broken because DBE lowers your monsters for every.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
So like one gains and the other lowers your stuff. So
yeah, broken. But that didn't matter because I think it went to 2 or 3 turns. Then when it went to my turn, I was still under 20,000 life points, and we were. Yeah, I didn't realize how much time we have, but at that time I was like, this is it. It's now or never. Just like, all right, Imper, Droplet. It's like, wait a minute. So the only way I can bounce it is like, no, you can't bounce it. Can I destroy it? No, you cannot destroy it. Can I banish it? Yeah, you can banish it. Oh, can I target? Yeah. Oh, okay. Imper Droplets. Because I'm not going to, And then I just went little, like Fenrir, effect of Fenrir, and then he did something, and then it triggered Fenrir's effect to banish his DB, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to banish his DB because that was gonna be annoying for the whole time. And I managed to do some Tempai combo, but he stopped me halfway there. But it didn't matter because I went to attack. I managed to lower his life points, even for a little bit. But it didn't matter because on his turn, his shiny Neos will destroy my Fenrir, and I'll still have 15,000 life points left. Like I lost 3,000 life points additionally to on his turn, but I was still gonna beat him through time.
Big time, yeah.
So that was like
crazy,
the craziest match I ever had. I was just like, bro, this is a good one, man. I didn't know I was gonna win this. I just went for emotions. MVP Dogwood. Dogwood was the MVP, man. So that was basically my locals experience. So 5th place. Changes, definitely gonna be some changes. Definitely, I'm gonna try out this board breaking version because I'm seeing a lot of tech. I started to say like I want this to be very board breaker, and wouldn't you know it, coincidentally, watching YouTube or any of the nationals and the regionals list from other parts of the country, I saw people like having the same mind as me on different versions of it. And I looked at it, I was like, oh shit. Okay, we're cooking. I'm cooking something. There's even ones that even added us the small Sky Striker package, which is having Kagari and Shizuku, and then having Widowmaker, Afterburner, and Engage with Hornet Drone. Typical Sky Striker. Like, I mean, it's board breaking. It's still board breaking. So we're gonna see this board breaking version. If it gets me a lot of success, then I'll probably lean on a lot more on this one and see what else. But yeah, this week I'm just gonna go board breaking Tenpai Dragons, and you're just gonna go Ritual Cash. Then you just disappear. There you go. Okay.
You have to beat this, bro.
Oh, I'll find a way, bro. I'll find a fucking way to do it. Oh shit. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically our locals. Very exciting. Very exciting. Any final news? This week, Battles of Legends are coming out. That's pretty much on the TCG front. It's that, and then next week is the One Piece OP07. I've heard a lot of people are like excited, hype. Like, can't wait. Is there any more TCG news on the front? Pokemon or anything?
Not that I know. No.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. We can move on from this. Guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about, the TCG topics and whatnot. What are your experience on locals? What are you excited for Battles of Legends and One Piece OP07? Let us know in the comments down below. Moving on, we're gonna go into, let's see, we got quite a few. So let's go with TV movies and TV shows. All right. So firstly first, I just wanna say this out. I know you don't watch Disney Plus, but I've been watching the Star Wars The Acolytes. A lot of people are hating this series. I don't know why there's so much hate in this series. I feel this series is actually pretty good. I can probably understand the third episode why there's so much hate, because I kind of see they went full-blown wokeness on the episode. Like basically feminine power, girl power. We don't need men. We can make our own babies. Basically, that's just the gist of it. But they're witches and whatnot.
Horse baby.
It's one of those episodes like it's a flashback episode, but it's like, did we really need a full-blown episode of this? Like probably a few scenes here and there would be suffice. I didn't really need the whole episode to get the gist of what's going on with episode 1 and 2, or what may happen in the rest of the series. Because I enjoy fairly episode 1 and 2, at least because I like the lightsaber action. So there was a feel of that lightsaber action. The story could be a little bit better, but they're making it very interesting. I can see like so many of the reasonings why people really hated the Jedi Temple, and why they're like very Republic-like and stuff at that time. And how a lot of things have changed. But again, I would not say The Acolytes is like The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian for me is like, holy shit. That's like the best Star Wars story ever.
Okay. That's your opinion.
You may think otherwise, but I feel like The Mandalorian.
I do think otherwise.
I feel like The Mandalorian is it's that and Ashoka are like the two series that I feel like, okay, thank you guys for giving us a good story Star Wars series, Thank you for giving us a good show with good script, with good cinematic acts and fights and whatnot. And this is a good Star Wars show, not this other crowds that you gave us, But the Acolytes are giving so much hate. There's just so much hate overall. I just don't know why. Is it because of the last episode? Is it because the show itself is sucked? I don't know. If I will rate this episode 1 and 2, I'll probably give them a 7 and an 8 out of 10. That's just me being nice. And then the last episode, I'll give them like a 5 or a 4 out of 10. It's
4 out of 10 is very low.
That's how much I didn't care this last episode 3. Like I feel like I guess like I said, the episode could have filled a good flashback for a few scenes, not dedicating an entire episode. Like you guys can make me understand what went down back then in a few scenes and a few words, because a lot of it felt like you could have just cut this, cut this and shortened it, and there you go, you got a small scene, and now you're like, oh, okay, now I understand. You didn't have to make a full episode of it. But again, we're in this whole wokeness era still. But that's I just want to say that out there. That's my thoughts, reviews so far of it. You say you haven't seen it, but you have heard people say that they hate it and whatnot.
They hate it, yeah. At least what I saw on I think Threads and then also Twitter.
What are like the most common ones that you see? Like, okay, I can understand.
I think they agree that episode 3 was the worst. Then they were like, I think what they said about the woke thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess people are like, well, if it's going to continue that way, they don't want to keep watching.
Got you. Yeah, it's just so obvious how they portray it and how they just insert it like that, and just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. There's 100% lesbians in the galaxy now. It was just so not that we're against it. There's nothing about it. I've said this plenty of times in the podcast. If the story indicates that this is something, then okay, then that's something. But if you're just gonna add stuff just to add stuff and just to please the masses, then that's where the story ends. That's why the script itself sucks, because it's not genuine. It's just so obvious that it's just a plant from the studio. That's how I feel how the episode really was, But yeah, guys, I mean, I could be wrong, guys. Then watch the episode. You let me know in the comments down below. But we didn't stop this just to talk about Star Wars. No, we got other TV shows and movies, TV shows that we want to review. We definitely want to, talk about The Boys Season 4. First 3 episodes. Wow. It wasn't as impactful as it was on in the previous seasons. You know how they give us the shock value? First episode, season 3. To me, I was like, what the fuck just happened? I didn't get that shock value again in this season, other than some other nasty scenes on some of the episodes. But it wasn't as just oh, we're going to go that far, That again, I'm speaking way too early. This can go left real quick, and it shows things can go south real quick. At the same time, they say season 5 is gonna be the last season of The Boys, so it was okay, good. So we got a direction, we got an ending. Good. We're finally gonna see Homelander die somehow, because the motherfucker is still OP. What are your thoughts on the first 3 episodes, man?
I definitely like them. They're very, I don't know how to word this. They're attacking alt-right culture.
Yes,
a lot, which is funny to me.
Yes, they have
Firecracker as a whole is, I don't know, funny. And I also like how they're trying to change the deep now, because I thought it was cool when he stood up to Ashley.
Yeah, because
he grabbed her by the neck and he's like, I am the Lord of the Seas, you will respect me. I was like, damn, my boy's changing.
Because of his secret love,
Yeah. Well, it was Sage.
Right.
I totally remember. Sage was like, why do you let someone who's not a soup speak to you in that way?
Yeah. And
then that triggered him to stand up to Ashley.
Yeah, fine.
So I thought that was cool. It's so weird seeing I always forget his name. The actor Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Because I'm he's always to me, he'll always be the comedian.
Right.
To other people, he's probably just Negan from The Walking Dead. But it's just funny to see him. It's just weird. He's not doing anything bad. I think he's a good actor, but it's just I always associate the comedian to him.
Oh, 100%. I liked his character, but I feel like they haven't given him enough screen time for him in the show yet, and they haven't given me enough for his character to develop. And I also heard his character, the one he's playing, is different from the comics. I don't know if you heard that. They say
no.
In the comics,
I haven't heard.
in the comments they say that his character was like this wussed out guy, like always afraid of this. He's a weasel, all of that. Like he's like timid and everything, and he has a lot of information from the CIA and gets every information from the CIA and gives it to Butcher just in case. Butcher always intimidates him, bullies him, for all that stuff. Whereas in the show, however, is a completely different character, and it shows that when Butcher gives him some jokes, he fires back harder. And I'm like, this is a complete 180 of the character. And I'm like, I like it. Okay.
Yeah. I think sometimes the actor makes the character, because I'm like, I just couldn't imagine Jeffrey Morgan like you said, being a wuss.
Yeah.
Like,
being a
beta, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Weasel. Yeah. I just couldn't imagine him being like that. No. I feel like he has like this, like, again, it's like Negan, the comedian. He has like this like vibe around him, and it's like that character becomes Jeffrey Morgan.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not hating it. Like I said, I think it's cool. Yeah, the stuff with Firecracker is interesting. I think it's funny that they keep downplaying Sage, and then she gets mad because every time they're like, "Oh, you're the smartest woman," and then she's like,
"The smartest
human," or like
her person. Yeah,
smartest
person.
Yeah.
Yo, I see what Sage is play. I see that Sage as the smartest person in the world. She's 100% outsmarting and using Hollander.
Yeah.
100%. And she's like planting little seeds to everybody in the team, in the 7. Like you saw it, like you mentioned it, the Sage says something to the Deep, and the Deep just reacted, and she's gonna start planting seeds on A-Train and Firecracker as well. I mean, she already started on Firecracker. I don't know, maybe it will plant on A-Train, but A-Train looked kind of flaky. He's like, I don't want to be no longer in Team Homelander. I want to be in Team Boys now.
Yeah,
and I feel like there's a bigger plot as to why she's doing it. And I feel my prediction, she's gonna die at the end of the season. She's gonna get killed the most gruesome way. Yeah. Because she's like, well, for the smartest person, you didn't figure this one out, and bam, she gets killed.
Laser, yeah,
some weird shit, bro. I don't like the noir. Like, what are they?
I love Noir, bro. I love Noir. He's so funny because he's like, he's like, I'm an actor. Why am I here? Like, you get it? Like, imagine you get hired to be an actor. Yeah. And then he's like, yo, did we just kill someone? He's like, yeah. Yeah. He's like,
It's like, this was not part of the deal. I'm an actor. I need to
That's why I love him. Like, I agree. As a soup, he's boring.
Yeah.
But like, I like his character because, like you said, he's like, what's my direction? How do I become Black Noir? And then Homeless like, shut up.
Everybody
Noir doesn't talk.
Everybody tells us like, shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. That's why that's why I love his character, because it's
I feel, this is me entering conspiracy territory. I feel like this is where, like, he's just like, what we're seeing is like, I'm an actor, this is that. I feel that is an act.
Could be, yeah.
It could be that by the end of the season, we see, Noir's true colors coming out, and then we could probably get a fairly comparison. It's like, okay, this is the Noir that we all been waiting for. This is the one that they implemented. Like, remember, we talked about this episodes ago. We doing conspiracy theory talk like this. Is like, hey, who is this new Noir? It could be the one that Homelander puts, but somebody makes switches because nobody's know how his face looks, and that's the clone or something. We don't know. Yeah. This is like comic books related, but again, we need that anti Homelander again. And Noir is supposed to be the one that kills Homelander. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert, guys. Sorry. Read the comic books, guys. But we don't know if that's gonna happen in the show. We don't know. Again, I like I said, I feel like this Noir is just acting his role as an actor, and then by the end of the season, we'll see his true colors, or we'll probably see
or at the end of next,
or the beginning or the end of the next season, the last season. We'll see how it actually unfolds. But yeah, I guess I don't like him the fact because I see Noir as this badass soup that kills people and kicks ass and whatnot, and this one's just like, screw it.
Yeah, but he's not the real Noir. That's why I like him.
I know. I laugh at it. I definitely laugh at it because it's hilarious. I just don't. I just like, oh damn, like I like noir. Why? But again, I could be.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like the old noir.
Yeah.
Like
no talk.
But this one's funny. This one's funny. I like this one.
100%. This one's hilarious. Yeah.
Wait, going back to what you said, you didn't think it was shock value when Homelander was like, "Deep, I want you to blow A Train."
It was gonna. It was, oh yeah. No,
it happened in the first episode. Of the season.
Yeah. I was just like, oh shit, but I wasn't like shocked because that's exactly what Deep. I wasn't like surprised about it because that's exactly what Homelander is. He tells you to jump and you say how high. And the hesitation is like, yeah, that's exactly the Deep. The Deep is just a pussy ass character that's just like weak to whatever Homelander tells him to do. He's a yes man. But I was gonna be so fucking shocked. That was gonna be my shock value if they actually pull through.
Yeah.
If they actually pull through, then I'll be like, oh, Homelander got you by the balls like that.
No, did he?
Shit. Oh no, like you guys are done. You guys are just deep.
Pause.
No pun. Yeah, that was gonna be my shock. No, the shock. I think that the most shock value of them all that I've seen in this a few episodes, Homelander's kid just like pushed up the stunt guy that wasn't supposed to die, and he just like.
I felt that was being foreshadowed. I felt that was coming. If I'm being honest,
maybe, but again, it was like that's why I say it's like it could be this one. The other one was the duplicates, like licking.
Oh yeah, when they're eating each other,
when they're eating each other's asses, like that was
in a train,
a train, and then the itself up with the picture of firecracker. I was just like, oh, what the hell? What is going on? What?
I was still cringing from the scene before where he's like introducing Firecracker.
Oh yeah.
And he was like my best friend, and then like she didn't acknowledge it, and then he turned around and did the heart with the hands like this, and she didn't. But like that's what he did. I don't even did it again. It's not doing it.
Your video just
that's Discord for you. But yeah, he did that, and then Firecracker didn't care. And then when like she went on stage, he went to like hug her, and then she just like completely like sided it, and then I was cracking up because I'm like, bro, that's literally how like that whole like alt-right culture is.
Yeah, that's how they are.
Like, they literally think they're like alpha but the women don't like them. So
exactly.
I was cracking up but cringing because I'm cringing because they accurately portrayed it.
100%. They portrayed every little detail, including like the whole right wing, conspiracy, convention, and then the whole fight between the what is it? Starlights versus the Homelanders.
The Starlighters and Homelanders.
Yeah, the whole riot, fight, and everything. How they immediately say, oh, it was 2 Starlight fans. There are black people. Yeah, those are the ones. And then it later turned out, no, it wasn't them. And they were like, then I don't know how it happened. It's like, yo, they went so political on that part. It's like, that is exactly accurate how these people will act about it,
Yeah. And then the scene where the guy walks in with he's like, oh, I'm here to free the kids from the basement. And then they're like, we don't have a basement. Yes. And then he pulled out the gun. I was like, that was so accurate. I already knew when he walked in, I was like, shit's going down.
Yeah, shit was going to go down the moment he popped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. And because that's exactly how a crazed out right wing will go through that believes all the conspiracy bullshit. It's like, where are the kids? I'm here to free the kids. I saw a sound of the freedom. Hoorah! Hoorah! I'm like, what is this? Shock value. Sister Sage, yeah, I feel like she's the true menace of this season. Kids better watch out. I'm glad that Homelander's kid is realizing little by little, I don't want to do this, and I feel like my dad is a psycho. He's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Butcher is little by little becoming a little bit more open about it and be more into the feelings and not being forceful and like how he was with the last season, but more of a
Yeah.
loving father figure to show
Mhm.
because he's doing it for his past love, like his wife. He's doing it all for his wife because it's not his kid, but that's the last memory of his wife. So he wants to be in good terms with that kid before he dies and make sure that he's on the side of good and not evil the way his psycho dad is, you know? So
Yeah.
I appreciate that character development that they're giving to Butcher. And he's giving at least because all we know about Butcher is being this badass looking motherfucker that gives no shit. Well, he still doesn't give shit to anybody.
Yeah.
But at least you're giving him a another good shot of redemption of goodness inside of him in this couple of episodes and it was a right call that he did not give the cookies to his son because now that just added more supportness to the kid
To his cause.
to
Yeah.
his cause. Yes, because now the kid's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna trust him more than I do with my current dad. And I'm glad that it's happening now and he's seen it little by little. I mean, all these little instances, all these like pushes that the Homelander is pushing on his kid, and the kid is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, and he's noticing it. He's noticing it, and which is good because that means by the end of it, he's gonna side with Butcher. He's gonna side with the boys. He's gonna be like, I don't want to deal with my dad anymore. Fuck him. I just want to have the good memory of you and my mom. That's it. So I'm glad. And lastly, Huey and Starlight's relationship. You can see that it's still together, but Huey, his characters is evolving a little bit more cockiness, which is good. Like from the timid little guy that he was at the beginning of the show to now to where he has like much more confidence. It was kind of weird for me to see like the scene of him and his long lost mom. I don't know if that was normal in the comments, but for me, that's like kind of weird to see. Like, oh, you haven't. This is like the mom that left you guys, and now we're seeing her. And the way she does things, the way she was acting things, I was like, this is so cringe. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you? And even overall, it's like, why did they add her? Like, did they add more shit to Yui's character or some shit? And now Starlight, she's becoming like okay, a little bit more powerful. She's got the hand of flying. Now she got more command. Now there's more of the movement. Could be a good thing. Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting season because now we know that the candidate for the president is against Newman.
Yeah.
He knows that she's a soup and is up to kill him. And the CIA is like, yo, kill this bitch right away. But that's crazy that she doesn't die from a bullet. That scares me because I was like, oh fuck, what interesting. And it was also kind of interesting in the first episode how the daughter of Newman is just this weird, warm looking motherfucker that just jumps up and kills people out of nowhere.
Hey,
I was like, oh, okay.
Fuck?
So yeah, you embrace your superpowers and you have no problem with killing people. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Sounds about right. It is what it is, okay? But yeah, like so far I'm loving the season. This what is it? Like it's every Wednesday or every Thursday new episodes?
I think it's Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, every Thursday. All right, so that's episode. I can't wait. By the time this heads out, the new episode should be out. We'll see. I'm loving the season. I'm loving the season. I'm putting it so far 8 and 9 out of 10. It's right up there. It's definitely a great season. I mean, it's the boys. The scripts are good. Character development on each one, including Mother's Milk, which is like okay, that's dope that they're giving him that much love to it. Yeah, overall, I'm liking it so far. So far, it's been 8s and 9s for me. What do you think?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
8 and 9.
I'm loving it. So we'll continue on. We'll see how it goes. We'll see it by the end of it, how everything goes by. Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about the season so far of The Boys. You think any of our conspiracy theories may come up? What are your conspiracy theories about the show? Let us know in the comments down below. Moving on to the next review, because this is something that I definitely want to talk to you. Not that you finally watched it. Fallout review. So Fallout itself.
I love the show, bro.
Yes.
I thought it was almost a masterpiece. Yeah.
Oh my God. Was it not? That was that's it. Fallout, the way they did it on Amazon. Studios, take notes. The blueprint is right there. Whatever the Prime Video Studios did, apply it to your movies and shows on your own studios and it works. That's exactly how you do a good video game and turning into a show adaptation. That was amazing. Tell me all the things that you think about it, man.
Everything, bro. Like the Pit Boy, like all the references. And I will say that, like, what I like about it is, like, I had a friend that was watching with us, and he's never played Fallout, but like he wasn't lost or anything. So I felt like it, like you're saying, like, it's a good video game adaptation. I'm like, no, this is a good TV series. Period. Like, you can ignore the fact that there's outer lore,
right,
or whatever. I didn't think it was funny that the little brother was the guy from what was it, Hannah Montana? So you know how the brother's like a short guy, he has like a big nose.
Wait a minute.
The brother of the chick.
Of the main character? That guy was on Hannah Montana? Wait.
Yeah.
What?
He was on some Disney show. I might be wrong. Let me see. Fallout.
Hold on. What Disney show?
Norm, right?
I think so. The whole time I was like, have I seen this guy before?
He was in Hannah Montana. Yeah, I'm right.
Oh, he was? As what?
Yeah. I mean, I have to look it up. He was just like he was Rico.
Rico.
He was just like a side character.
Oh, Rico Suave.
Rico Suave, yeah.
Holy shit, is that? Oh my!
Recognize that, bro?
Oh my God! No wonder I recognize him.
I saw that. I was like, bro. I was like, I forgot this actor existed.
Yo, this kid grew up. Oh my God, and he looks. Damn, he looks exactly the same. Skinny, pale. That's it. And it was just skinny and pale. I was like, oh, probably short too, because he definitely looked short in the series. Oh my God, and short hair as well. Damn, is that kid? No fucking way.
Yeah. I really like also, like, this was not like a rehash of like existing lore.
Yeah.
Because my friend kept asking me the whole time, because my friend was asking me, say, oh, like, is this what happened in the game? I'm like, bro, we don't know any of this. Like, we're finding out together. Like,
yeah, because the whole concept of Fallout on any of the Fallout games, it's just like as if you were playing Skyrim. It's like whatever the story is, it's what comes out of you, right? There is no like true ending, or is there?
I mean, I guess there is no true ending, but it's just like the lore behind of, like, I think everyone's biggest question is what happened to Vault Tech after the bombing. That's what, like, we didn't know. And now we got an answer that was like, they're in a secret vault and they're all like frozen and they're playing games. Like, it's like, it filled such like an empty hole of lore we always wanted to know, because you can go and you can find like a billion YouTube videos on like speculation on what happened to Vault Tech after the bombs. Now we have a definite answer, because so like
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Cause like, yeah, like all we know is like we know some of the vaults because it's like every story starts from a vault and then you might need like a sibling vault, but we never knew like what happened to Vault Tech, what happened to this. You are right that the endings are canon and non-canon, but now with I think with the show we kind of have we have a better, I guess, narrow of what the endings are, because the Brotherhood of Steel exists.
Yeah.
And like in Fallout 4, you can just destroy them completely.
Oh.
So technically that ending is not canon because the Brotherhood of Steel exists.
Oh.
So it's like, so now it's, so I'm saying that you're trying to narrow down like what the actual possibilities
right.
for like a true story is. Which is funny because I started replaying Fallout 4 trying to do like the route that you would have to do to not destroy the Brotherhood of Steel and let the I'm doing the route where like you make them successful in the Commonwealth. So because I think in my normal playthrough, I think I just blew up every faction except the Minutemen, if I'm being honest. Like, but I played it so long ago, I don't actually remember like what I did for the. But now I'm playing it as if like it's gonna be where like the Brotherhood of Steel is successful.
Okay, got you. Now I'm with your friend. I came into this watch without playing Fallout. Like I played Fallout 3, but I only play a little bit. I didn't know anything. I didn't know if I had to play other Fallouts to understand the Fallout 3. It was around the time Resident Evil 5 came about, and I kind of wanted more Resident Evil 5 and not playing much Fallout. And I didn't understand how Fallout really was and how the mechanics of it. So I didn't pay much attention. So when I saw the series, it's coming on Amazon Prime, it's like, okay, good. This is a good, show for me to understand the series as a whole. And I was just like, every episode, I'm just like going by like, all right, I guess this is something. No. Okay, I guess this is something. No. But I understood. I wasn't lost all around. They do explain later on what happens or what is this character, what is this, or what's that, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So overall, as a show, like I agree with you. It's not a video game adaptation. It's a good TV series, good script, good scenes, and all around great characters, And I like how all three different characters intertwine and then separate and intertwine once again and then come out together. I like how everything comes out, good. I guess my only thing that I did not like was the character from the Brotherhood. It's like, oh my God, you such a weasel fuck, bro. You such a pussy, man. Like you such a crybaby, bro. But then that's the parts that I get pissed off when it happens. But then when on his comedic side and whatnot, I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. So yeah. And when he's on this armor, I was like, holy shit, this is such badass. But I hate how they like undervalue some of the armor aspects because of his dumbassery, basically. But
to be fair, like in Fallout, like the armors don't last that long because you have to because it drains the power core. So like the friend that I had watching that like did play Fallout, we were like, bro, this would have been drained already. Like there's no way it still has battery.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I thought like it kind of made sense why they like that whole battle in that city. I was kind of like, yo, like that power armor is cooked. Like, he used up all the power core, and it's like, nah, I can still fly around and leave, and blah blah blah.
So that whole scene in the city, like all the other Brotherhood armors, you're telling me that basically is not the same thing as in the game. Like that would not last long. Like all those robots would have just died. Like the core itself would have just died right away because it cannot last that long. Damn, that they will play their hands then.
I mean, it's whatever for this TV series, whatever. Or like I'm pretty sure someone will argue, it's a newer model that has better optimization for the power core. Like someone will like make something up. I'm just saying, like in the game, once you start running,
right,
you pretty much already use up all your power core. So
that's kind of sucks.
Or fusion core, whatever it's called. Yeah. So I thought it was interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I did like his character, like in the comedic side. I did like that he eventually did tell the chick that, like, yeah, I am a horrible person. Like, I'm not a nice person. I'm sorry you think like you have this persona of me, but it's not true. I thought that was like good character development because he could have just kept lying,
Yeah, exactly.
And he like came clean. The person that plays the ghoul.
Oh my God, I love that actor.
Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
He is. I don't know if he did anything else. I really don't know him, if I'm being honest. Other than he's the voice of Cecil.
Oh my god, he's not just the voice of Cecil. He has done other shows and movies.
Yeah, no, I know. But I'm saying for me, I recognize him from Invincible because he's the voice of Cecil.
Oh no, I recognize him from the Shield, the series, The Shield. I recognize him in the and like almost every other movie's bad guy character. Like he plays very well as the bad guy, or some sort of an antagonist. Like there was another, and then he tried to play off in a sitcom. I forgot. I was like Good Morning Unicorn or Welcome to Unicorn Town, something like that. He tried to do a comedic, even though it's like I cannot see you being on a sitcom because dude, you're just so serious. Like in every, but he pulls it off. He somehow pulls it off. I mean, and he pulled it off even better in this show. Obviously Cecil and other characters that no, but I've seen him. Oh yeah, I've seen him in other shows and movies. Like he's such a great actor. Oh fuck! Have you seen the show the Righteous Gemstones in HBO?
No, I haven't.
The one where oh my god,
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
My god, that is such a good, hilarious show, bro. Like it completely makes fun of these high-powered churches that they have like coliseums and you see these pastors that got like millions and millions of dollars. They literally make fun of them. And they see how big of a mafia looking like they really are, how much power they have by having all the power because they're the pastor, they're the priest. And he plays a specific character in that show that is hilarious. Hilarious. I highly recommend you watching the Righteous Gemstones in HBO Max. Like,
okay.
Very good. And you're gonna see some other actors that you're gonna like, oh yeah, I know this actor. Oh yeah, he's hilarious and whatnot. Like it's very good. They did a very good job on this on that show. But yeah, I forgot he was in that Match show, and he was in other recent other shows. Like again, guy is great. Playing as Ghoul, they're fantastic. I fell in love with the Ghoul character. I fell in love, but I definitely and it made me feel much more involved as to like how did he became the Ghoul. Like how did it all start? How he managed to survive all that long along with the rest of the Voltec people. Like it kind of made sense on his flashbacks. And I see like, oh my God, that guy. Oh my God, that person, that lead. Oh, what? What the hell is going on here? And later in the episode shows out more details as to what. I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Like I feel very invested on his story and like how he managed to went from hero to zero and then becoming the goal that he is after the nuclear blast. And how and we don't know if the daughter survived or not. We just assume that she's dead along with everybody else. But we don't know if she became a ghoul. We don't know if she actually survived. We don't know if she's with the Voltec. I don't know anything. So this is actually pretty good. And the main character itself, she did a fantastic job playing the character. I mean, I'm overall liked it. I like how she's very naive in this world because everything she assumed in the vault is they follow certain ways, and then when she's out, it's like, oh no, like the whole world's a shit show. So I like her character development as she becomes this like this naive, sweet little innocent girl into this fierce like, all right, I'm fucking shit up right here, right now.
Speaking of actors, you know what we forgot? Will Ferrell in The Boys.
Oh my God, you're right. Will Ferrell was in The Boys. Yes,
he played himself as an actor. He's playing himself. Yeah, I literally forgot that until you said you were listing actors, and I was like, yo, Will Ferrell.
You're right. Shout out to the legend, Will Ferrell, man. Oh my God, you're absolutely right. Holy shit. Yeah, sorry.
I was cracking up when I saw him. I was like, bro,
hell yeah. That was a movie reference. That was like like too many movie references of this coach helping the kid getting out of the street so he can become the basketball player or whatnot. And then Yeah, we seen so many. That was like a funny reference, and the way that they so portrayed it is like this white guy out of nowhere is the one that helped me. No, it was my brother. Yeah, but it feels better with him. It was so hilarious, the whole thing. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. I don't got anything else to say about the Fallout other than the Fallout. I give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10, bro. Like the series itself, for someone who's not a Fallout person or doesn't has played the game per se, knows nothing, and managed to sit down and just like, all right, I don't know nothing. I didn't do any research. Let me just see what this show is. And from beginning to end, felt so invested, and I feel like I want to know more. To me, fantastic. Replay value, it definitely has it. I love it. I hope we continue to see how this goes for at least 2 or 3 more seasons. I don't know how much they can stretch this out, right?
Yeah. Because I mean, to be fair, like they don't necessarily have to keep the same protagonist.
Oh, because every game is a different protagonist.
Yeah, every vault technically has a different protagonist if they have one. So like, and there's still a bunch of vaults we don't know about.
Yeah, there's like hundreds of them, hundreds of vaults, right?
Yeah, I think up to like maybe 150.
Oh,
but we don't know all 150.
Would be cool if they did that whole Vault 76 reference from the Fallout game. That would be dope if they actually include it in the series.
Yeah, or again, they could just open a new vault that they haven't talked about yet.
Yeah,
so like that's what I'm saying. Like they could stretch it out, but it doesn't have to be the same character.
Okay, I hear you. I'm all about it. Honestly. Like I love it. I give it a 9, 10 out of 10. However you guys want to put it. It's amazing, great show. That's exactly how you're supposed to do, video game adaptations. If you're gonna make one, good script, good cast, everything is all balanced, good character development, like good scenes, good CGI battles, everything. That's how it's supposed to be, guys. If you're gonna do it, that's exactly how you guys are gonna do it. Any final thoughts out of it?
I hope they do more, is what I'm going to say, yeah.
Yep, I hope they do more. I'm with you. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Fallout series as a whole. Do you guys love it? The series, the TV series, and the game series. What do you guys think about it? You're enjoying the TV? You're not? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on finally to more of the video game topics. We got a bunch of video game news. Excuse me. So let's see. Which one should we tackle first? That's very fast to tackle. IGN under fire for misleading information. Shocker.
I mean, yeah, but what is it this time? What are they saying is misinformation?
So an article was flagged that IGN posted, which apparently had everybody that they disabled the comments section in Twitter. They disabled the comments because I'm pretty sure they were getting like lots of flag. So according to the IGN article, it says that indie souls like Black Myth Wukong has seen widespread acclaim since its reveal, but the studio behind it, Game Science, has long been plagued with accusations of sexism that reflect wider issues in the Chinese games industry. So that's the tweet that they got flagged. But it's been a while. But they just, do you know how IGN likes to report something and then, like weeks or months later, they repost that same article?
Yeah, hoping it gets traction again.
Yeah, hopefully it gets attraction. I was like, bro, like stop doing the rinse and repeat. Like it's fucking annoying. Well, this time it did got an attraction because Shirako Gaming, shout out to Shirako. That guy, have you seen his YouTube videos? I love if I'm lost on a video game and I have no idea what to do, I just go to his YouTube channel because he has a walkthrough plays of every single game you can think of. Walkthrough and non-commentary. So I can actually watch his gameplay and and I can skip to the chapters to where he could be. So I can okay, now I know what to do without commentary or anything. I love it.
Yeah.
He's such a great person. He's well known in the video game community and in the YouTube Hemisphere gaming community as well. Like he does a lot of things. He tweeted it out and he says gaming journalism do not trust mainstream outlets reviews as there are unverified reports of them trying to extort money from the studio behind the game in order to receive positive news coverage. I will be surely fairly review the game to help you get an idea if it's the product for you. And he says more to it because somebody says, can we see some proof of this, please? And he's like, well, IGN misleads their readers with incorrect reporting and false accusations. The unverified extortion reports also lacks proper source. The truth is usually in the middle, and the solution in this matter will simply be avoid mainstream outlets, as some have already proven to have an agenda of incorrect reporting in order to tarnish the studio's reputation, giving the unverified extortion source more validity, given the clear false reporting from the outlet's side. Locking replies, that's the part that got me. It's like, oh, the locking replies also exposes how they wish to control the narrative and just comes off as an unnecessary defensive. Many independent and reliable outlets exist, and I will personally go to them for unbiased coverage, which is something that I always go no matter what, because I feel IGN, as I always criticize IGN all the way, because IGN's reviews, games, TVs, movies are dog shit. Like anything that they review, for me, their personal opinion is just stupid, and it's the worst basic opinion because most of it, you can tell they're being bought, that it's being bought for them to be reviewed. Yeah. And when they're not being bought, that's when they give their shitty reviews, you know? And a perfect example for people who doesn't believe me, and I'm just like talking out of my head, out of my ass, you know, tinfoil Wolfson here in this conspiracy. A perfect example is how they went about and say Cyberpunk was one of the greatest games ever, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, highly suggested. Yeah. They never say anything about the bugs. Mm-hmm. Not once did they say about the bugs. Only after when we received the game and we experienced all the bugs that there was, that's when they retracted that and said, you know,
the statement. Yeah,
they retracted the statement and said, you know, this was a game given to us, blah 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 blah. You know, we got bought. You know, they paid for us, and you know, we had to give them. After a further review, we have to give this a 4 out of 10, a 5 out of 10, something like that. I'm like, that incident alone made me feel like I don't want to trust their judgment. But unfortunately, it's either that GameSpot and I don't know, or Gamerant and some other stuff that I tend to follow. I don't know why IGN keeps coming out of my feed. So I always see them and I see less on the others that are a little bit more better, and makes me want to believe only YouTube independent sources like, you know, Shiraku Gaming and Gamerants, the guys who are behind the YouTube video that says, before you buy this game, watch this video. Very good. And they give very unbiased opinions of the games, and they give a very fairly review and a fairly great. It was just like, all right, I take this review over IGN's dog shit thing. So this article basically tells me that they give you with this misleading title, and then when you read the article, it's something else completely different. But it just shows you, like, yeah, it's what you say. They're just trying to grab attention one again, and disabling the comment section did not help them at all. So this is just the basis out of it, man. I mean, again, you know, you and me were giving the Boys season 4 a like fairly review, right? That we said, yeah, like what, an 8 or 9 out of 10. It was a great show so far, right? 8s and 9s. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker goes and says, The Boys season 4 is a solid crash back to earth for Fine's Video's anti-superhero satire. For our review, with so much ground to cover, both ongoing stories and new plotline, season 4 could have been benefited from being a couple of episodes longer. Season 4 feels like a few slowly fizzling toward the last episode, but the fireworks it ignites are relatively dinky compared to what The Boys has done in the past, giving this a 7 out of 10. And this is exactly why I don't like IGN.
Yeah.
Just that statement alone as to why. I mean, you and me, you can call us fanboys. People in the comments can say you're just a bunch of fanboys. It's like, yeah, welcome to the fucking show. Hey, my name is Wolfson. This is my Phoenix Hero. This is the Wolf Against Clothing show. Yeah, We're a bunch of geeks and nerds coming out and talking about our opinions about certain shows and show how much we love them and how much we appreciate it. Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we also don't give everything 10 out of 10 or like even 8 out of 8. Like I've said stuff that I literally said like I will not watch this. I don't like this. And you too, you have said like I don't like these type of games. I don't like this series, blah blah blah. So it's not like we're just giving everything 10 out of 10 just to talk about it,
No, we'll talk about it. If we played it, we'll give our opinions, our unbiased opinions, and maybe sometimes it could be biased. But if we show a little bit biasy, we at least back it up with some stuff, with some evidence as to here as to why. Even for the perfect example, a few weeks ago when you give us the question between the who wins in a fight, Krillin or Omni-Man, you can say that it's Krillin all the way. I could say Omni-Man. People will assume, it's because he loves Invincible. I'm like, bro, chill out. I love Dragon Ball Z. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. If I want to say, if I'm that biased, I would have just said Krillin all the way. And that's my biasing. Just like, Krillin all the way. And I didn't choose Omni-Man because I want to debate him or have some sort of debate. No, I chose Omni-Man for certain reasons, and he chose Krillin for certain reasons. None of us is right or wrong. We just have different opinions, and that's perfect, And that's healthy to have. It's healthy to have these type of conversations because not all the time we're gonna have perfect 10s all the way, like you said. There's once in a while we're gonna have some disagreements, and it's good to show that that side of us, to show our authenticity instead of being paywall behind the screen and says that fucking Fallout the best 10 out of 10 or not. No, we're giving Fallout the 10 out of 10 because of X, Y, and Z reasons. We give a good explanations. Not if otherwise we could have just give a kiss ass if they were sponsoring us. It's like 10 out of 10 plan, and then in the show later on it's like a sock ass like, oh yeah man, I mean we feel it was 10 out of 10 because of this, but I guess the people says who the fuck wants that? No, so yeah guys, you guys need to understand we're just a bunch of knuckleheads that we love to watch shows and movies and play video games and TCG and whatnot, and we have our personal preferences. Don't let yourself believe by big journalism gaming companies like IGN and GameSpot. Some of these video game journalists that are in the YouTube hemisphere, most of the time they don't get paid. Most of the time they do get an early access of the game and they just play it and give their own personal opinions out of it, and they have to return the game. So sometimes they don't keep it. They have to return it. Obviously, if they give a dog shit review, they're gonna return it, and that video game company is never gonna send them a game, maybe, unless they make some. Yeah, I just felt like that it needed to be said because I saw that. I was like, bro, IGN, you get the button.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And I think like people like IGN is the reason why we don't have an E3. I fairly believe that. Because out of all the shows that we got, like the State of Play, Xbox Showcase, and now the Nintendo Direct, which we're about to talk about it, I feel like all of that is like, my God, that's like E3 talks. That's like Pat's talks. That's like, this is exactly why we have these cons, to showcase some of this good stuff, man. Like, it's totally worth it. But I feel like, when you add like IGN and other gaming journalistic companies like that has a big paywall, I think it just ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my rant. You have any other rants other than that?
No, I don't like IGN.
Follow the trend, guys. We're gonna move on to Nintendo Direct. There's not that much to talk about Nintendo Direct, other than I didn't knew Nintendo was gonna have a Direct until you told me this morning or this afternoon. I was just like, whoa, what?
And then side note, oh my God, I literally go on YouTube and I search up like Nintendo Direct to send it to you, and like the top 5 search was reaction videos to it, and I'm like, bro, can I not get an idiot screaming like fake hyping? Like, can I just get the original video, please?
Look, guys, like we don't have a problem with the people that does the reactions, but we do have a problem with the people that overhypes the reaction.
Yeah, they overhype it. They don't buy the game. They don't play it. They don't.
Yeah.
And that's my problem. It's like when you watch someone that like is in the space and they're like, oh my, like someone who's a Pokemon like YouTuber
Like
that's
Austin,
in it and they play
Austin
every game. They play the
plays and
TCG.
A-Drive. Like those are legit guys that I will follow them. Yeah.
Austin John plays. You can see he's like actually hyped for it. But I'm saying it's like the top viewer is someone you've never heard. I'm sorry, the top video is someone you never heard of, and it's like they're like, "Wow, that looks really cool." And it's like, do you even own a Switch? Are you, like I'm even questioning that, And I think it's like they're just reacting to react, and it's like, I mean, that's still valid that like certain people might be like, "Oh, I want to see like, I want to see Wolfson's reaction on this, even if he doesn't have a Switch, because it's like you're a cool dude." If people want to see your opinion, like I get that, but it's just like, come on, YouTube, like put the original as the first, and then do the like reactions. Because I'm trying to spread the original one. Like that was what I'm trying to send you because I'm like, I'm pretty sure you want to watch all the trailers like unedited. Yeah. Like you just want to watch the direct from Nintendo. And to me, like that's the issue where it's like you can't even get like the original one anymore.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
But going on with the games, the things I'm hyped for, I don't know what you're hyped for, but
go talk about it. Let's talk.
Donkey Kong Country. I love Donkey Kong.
My cousin loves Donkey Kong too. He's shout out to you, Chris. He listens to the podcast as well every episode. He
that's not Geektanium.
No, that's another cousin. That's his cousin and my cousin as well.
Okay.
So it's just triple cousins right there.
Was he the one that was making fun of you for Bethesda?
Yeah, he's the one who's making fun of me, Chris. Oh, okay. Yeah, Chris.
Okay.
Chris, the camera guy. Yeah. Yeah, he loves Donkey Kong. He just was upset that it's releasing when in January 2025.
Yeah.
He thought it was getting released this year because there's some games that are releasing this year.
I'm kind of like, I'm hyped for these games, don't get me wrong. But some of them I'm not going to buy because I'm like, I don't want to buy a game when you're releasing the next gen console.
Ooh,
that's my issue with it.
Let's talk about that because
I'm not getting the next Zelda, the one that you play as Zelda. Like, yeah, cool, like I thought it was a cool concept. If I'm being honest, like, it was like, okay, like it's different than just like I have a sword and let me do the spin attack nonstop. Right. But it's also like I'm gonna buy it, and then the next Nintendo console comes out 2 months later. I'm like, I don't think it's worth, in my opinion.
I agree.
But so Donkey Kong, I was hyped for. I haven't played that one, and I know this is like an HD remake, so I think it's like cool that I'm getting a chance to play it. The Marvel vs. Capcom collection.
I feel like that's something that you're gonna love. I feel like that was something like, oh, this is for literally Mike and for every other person that is into Marvel vs. Capcom fighter genre, and the fact that you're allowed to play the old school games with the old
online,
and online. I felt like that was cool. Okay, that was a cool thing to give to the people. Yeah. That's something that people who are like, they're gonna buy it right away. They don't care if it's retro. They're just gonna play it in the Switch right away, 100%.
Yeah, that's a game I will buy because it's something like even if the Switch dies, it's something I can just boot up and play. I mean, I guess you can say that for the new Zelda too, but for me, it's like I can just boot up Marvel vs. Capcom and play it now. And then the end of the trailer, bro, Metroid Prime 4. I was like,
bro. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, this is Metroid. This is Metroid. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is like kind of familiar Metroid. And then when they say it's Prime 4 Beyond, I was like,
the only thing that like I'm upset about, and I'm not upset about the trailer, so like I'll say that, is that they did the remaster for the first Prime. And I'm like, yo, can we do the second and third one before we release the fourth? Because I have Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Wii, but it's like I don't want to boot up my Wii, like get it out. I would have to buy cables for HDMI because those were the composite, like the red, the yellow,
the AV component
white
cables. Yeah, no,
yeah. So I'm just saying,
you want the convenience of having it on your Switch and play it whenever you feel Switch. Like. Yeah,
agreed. Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I do like that. Like I guess Metroid Prime you can play on the Wii. with the trilogy. And I know that game is expensive because I think like it had like a limited release. And I think now if you go on eBay, it's like 100 plus.
Damn.
And I have it.
Damn.
I think in like mint condition pretty much.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they did a remaster for like Metroid Prime 1. I'm not even saying they have to do a remaster for 2 and 3, but it's like I would just love to play 1, 2, and 3 right before the release of 4. Because sometimes I do like doing that for certain game series. I like to play like the old game story mode before we start the next one. I did that for like the Black Ops like Call of Duty series.
Yeah.
Like right before like the midnight release, I'll be doing like Black Ops 1 story mode, Black Ops 2, let's do 3, and then for 4 I did 1, 2, and 3. So it's kind of like right before Metroid Prime 4, I want to do the same thing. I'll play 1, 2, and 3 before I start 4. But if they don't do it, fine. I'll just play Metroid 1 remastered. But I was hyped for that. I saw that. I was like, damn. But again, most of these games, I'm like, I don't really want to invest in it. And then the Switch is the next console is going to be now.
It's kind of weird that they throw this Nintendo Direct with and showboating all these new games with knowing the fact that next year they're gonna release the new Switch. So it was kind of weird that they just like emphasize a lot about the new Switch, the new so game on the Nintendo Switch, and it's like, but next year you're gonna release a new console. Why are we like putting so much emphasis on the Switch games when all this could be on the new Switch? Is the new Switch is gonna be the same Switch other than it's just gonna have backwards compatibility? Is that what it is? Is that why you guys don't care? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just felt a little bit off and weird altogether. No, it's like, but you're gonna have a new Switch next year. Like, what makes other people want to like buy any of these games if they can have it on the next Switch? I don't know.
I agree, because it's like they had other games like the Mario and Luigi Brothership. I already said Zelda. Like, I really want to buy those $60 games. The new Mario Party too. It's like I'm gonna buy those $60 games.
That's probably like it's Metroid and Mario Party, the only games I'm hyped about it.
You're hyped about, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, am I gonna buy them and then in a year we have a new console and I'm not even booting up my Switch anymore? You know, that's my issue with. I mean, you can argue like for a year you get to have fun with the game, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I just like this whole like Xbox is like you can play old games. You know, everything's backwards compatible.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I wonder if they're gonna do that. Maybe they're gonna. Maybe who knows? Maybe that's exactly what they're trying to aim for. They're probably trying to aim for the fact that we're putting this new console, but that doesn't mean that you can't play the Switch games. No, you can play them in the new console.
Yeah, but they won't tell you till the console releases.
Oh yeah, no, that's Nintendo for you. So you're like gambling at that point.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me because if I have to buy the new console in order for me to play the new Pokemon game, then yeah, I'll still buy the console regardless. But if I'm able to play the Pokemon game on this old Switch and I don't have to require the new Switch, then yeah, I'll just save the money and continue using the Switch until the new version of Pokemon Gen 10 is gonna be on the new Switch. Then that's where I'll buy it, and I'll get the bundle, get the Switch with the game, But I do want to emphasize, like, yeah, out of the whole Nintendo Direct, the Mario and Luigi, that was a pretty cool game concept that they're about to release. They have some other RPG games that I'm like whatever about it. And JRPG as well. I saw Fairy Tail. I'm whatever about it. Fairy Tail video games. The Donkey Kong, the Super Mario Party, and Metroid are probably the ones that stand out the most for me. I'm pretty sure there was like other games that I saw that stand out, but I can't think about it right now. I'm blanking out. But those are like the three that I know for sure. The Metroid, I haven't played Metroid in a long time, and I totally forgot about the whole Metroid. Last time I played a Metroid was in the GameCube, and I didn't have the GameCube. I had the Wii. I bought the
the Wii. Yeah,
yeah, I had the Wii. Game, yeah, I had the Wii, and I bought the GameCube version and put it on the Wii and play it on the Wii. That's the last time I played fucking Metroid. So me gonna play this Metroid game. If the hype is real, and people are loving it, and I'm seeing everybody saying it's a 10 out of 10, like they did with Tears of the Kingdom, then yeah, I'll probably jump over and play Metroid for sure. Zelda, oh yeah, the Zelda game is like, yeah, but I'm whatever. Zelda coming. You have to catch me in the moment for me to play Zelda, like they did with because I didn't play Breath of the Wild, but I played Tears of the Kingdom, and I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is a fantastic, phenomenal video game. Like it hooked me up right from the very beginning all the way to the end, and just like wow. So you had to catch me at the moment for me to get hooked on those type of games. So Metroid, but like I said, I will say I'm surprised that Pokemon missed out on the Direct overall. Like this could be like a good update. Hey, or Pokemon's Legends ZA. Here's a small little trailer, a gameplay out of it. This is what we're
Nintendo,
doing,
bro.
Yeah, it's Nintendo, and the fact that Pokemon has their own showcases.
Showcase, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably see more news in July, I guess, hopefully. But as the year's getting closer, we're already halfway through the year, and there's no more Pokemon rumors going through. The only thing that we're expecting is next year with Legends ZA, we might actually have our skip year with Pokemon. I think that there were some other Pokemon games, but it's just spin-off games. Nobody gives a shit about that.
Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah, that fucking bullshit waste of time. What the fuck was that? I don't know. Yeah, and I'm kind of disappointed as well because I kind of wish that they could actually like have at least a remake of one of the games that we all wanted for this year, so we can have something to it, or maybe not a remake, but maybe a remaster, or make it easier for everybody. A simulation of the game. Just buy it from the eShop and play on your Switch. See that I'll be okay. I'll be settled with that. I'm okay with that. Just give me the chance for me to play it on the Switch. I have the ability for me to play anywhere, anytime, and add more stuff to that game, so I can add it to the Pokemon Home. That's what I care at this point. But it's a good thing that there's no new Pokemon news. At the same time, fairly let down because at least they could show something or give us some sort of hope, or at least give us some news if they're releasing anything this year, or we're just literally just skipping it altogether and just going straight to ZA. And also they could just keep it under the wraps until the new Switch comes out and says like, hey, the new Switch ZA is gonna be there, and then we're like, fuck, now we have to buy it. But overall, the Nintendo Direct was pretty good. Can't complain. It was good. It has a few games. I'm excited. Any final thoughts out of it? You enjoyed it?
I only like 3 things, and there were like 25 things. I don't know. That's enjoyment, because that's like a 3 out of 25. That's like an F. If we're going number based. I'm saying the things I did like, I'm like hyped for.
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna replay Metroid Prime, even if they don't release 2 and 3. I'll somehow hook up my Wii and play it. I need to. I want to.
I do that all the time as well for sequel games as well. Just want to play it so that way, like when I get to the new one, all right, I'm continuing on the story. Between State of the Play, Xbox, and Nintendo, Xbox takes the biggest W ever. Even though the majority of the sequels of Xbox has that either there's sequels of already existing franchises or cross-platform games that they just so happen to show it in Xbox. Still, Xbox takes the W on this. Yep, this year Xbox has the win. It made me download the Xbox app in my Razer laptop, so now I'm gonna play all the Gears games again. So I cannot wait to play all the Gear games in my laptop. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Nintendo Direct. Our review out of it. It's just it's a meh. Only with the few exceptional excitement games. Like we said, 2 or 3 games. We're excited. We can't wait. And what you guys think about it. You loved it. You hate it. The comment down section down below. Let us know. So yeah, it was just like interesting in that whole video game aspect. We just had a lot of news. we're running out of time. We're gonna wrap this up. But you have a question. We'll stick with your question. We can continue to leave my question for next time. It's not relevant, but we could just use
this one is relevant.
All right.
It's kind of like those troll top 10s that you've been hating.
Oh my God, bro. I had one of those for you too.
This one was top 10 video game series that need to end. So again, this is what people were saying they wish I wish this ended.
Like the game itself or the franchise?
The series. Yeah, I guess the franchise too. Yeah.
Oh my God. How much do you want to bet Gears is one of them?
Gears is not on the list.
Whew, thank God. Top 10. All right.
You're not gonna like this list, is all I'm saying.
Oh God. All right. I'm just gonna name 10. And if afterwards, then we'll move on. Okay, so I mentioned Gears. All right. Halo, people want to end it?
No.
Call of Duty, for sure. There has to be there in that list.
Call of Duty is not there.
Bro, I'm hearing lots of people that they want to end Call of Duty because they hate. Sometimes it comes half-assed. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. Wow, okay, sure. Fuck. The Sonic franchise? They want to end it?
Sonic is not on it.
Damn. Final Fantasy?
Is number 8.
People want to end the Final Fantasies franchise altogether?
Yes.
Yeesh.
That's number 8.
You
have 5 guesses.
I can see why. Bro, then Kingdom Hearts has to be in that list. Because I know people hated the last
Kingdom Hearts is not on that list.
No way. Bro, the backlash that people had on Kingdom Hearts free, and now they're about to release the 4th one. I'm shocked. All right, so how many guesses do I get? 4 more? All right, 4 more guesses. Series that they want to end. Oh, the Batman Arkham series?
Batman is not on it.
Wow, okay, cool. Resident Evil?
Is number 9.
Are you serious? People want to end the Resident Evil franchise?
NANI?
Even though it has picked up its momentum again, now it's like one of the greatest shit ever?
People saying let it die.
Nah, bro.
It's good enough.
Nah.
Let's not add to it.
You guys are bugging. You want Resident Evil to end? Nah, you bugging. If you guys did not like the 7th or the 8th installment and you didn't like the remakes of 2 and 4, you get the button for that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No way. You guys are bugging.
2 more.
I got 1 more or 2 more?
2 more. 2 more guesses.
Okay, 2 more. All right. I'm just gonna God of War?
Nope.
All right. Uncharted.
Nope.
Damn. All right. I got 2 out of 10. What are the games that people want to end?
Give me a second. Number 10 is Star Fox.
They want to kill that franchise?
Yeah.
But they haven't made any Star Fox games in a long time. Why would they just want to?
I'm just saying that when people are like, what needs to end? They're like, please don't ever make a Star Fox game again.
Bro, but Star Fox, wasn't like this last Star Fox game was in the GameCube or Wii or something like that? Wasn't that like a good game overall?
Brother, I'm I'm just the messenger.
Damn, bro. All right. Yeah.
Number 9, you got Resident Evil.
And number 8 was
number 8, Final Fantasy. Number 7 is Kirby.
Really? They hate Kirby that much? I mean, that's the number 1 character for Smash Bros. How do you want to? I guess because the last couple Kirby games was very too kid friendly and not very like.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess just keep it in Smash Bros. Okay, sure.
Also, like, how many times? I mean, I don't hate Kirby. Let me preface that. But how many times do you make a game where it's like someone just jumping around, you swallow,
Pause.
and gaining ability? You know, like
Pause. No Diddy.
like you get. Yeah, how many times
No Diddy.
can you do that? No Diddy. How many times can you make a game like that?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Number 6, you're gonna hate Pokemon.
NANI?
Nah, they get the button.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
People are saying let Pokemon die. They're like, yo, you've already made like 20 billion games. Let's
No, I'm with you guys with the 20 million spin-off games, but the main entry franchises, like the next gens, nah, bro. I know my cousin, Chris, he will be like, yeah, bro, if they should end it if they're gonna continue with the bad designs, you know, if they're gonna be like the half-ass designs that they've been having in the last couple gens, then yeah, he will say something like that. Me, on the other hand, no, there's some cool designs, and I love the game, and I love how the story goes, and capturing new Pokemons and fighting, doing new teams and whatnot. I'm with it. No, they should not let that happen.
Number 5, Mass Effect. They're like, Mass Effect needs to die. I think after the trilogy, they're like, don't do anymore.
Yeah, I think it's because Andromeda like ruined the reputation. Yeah, I can understand why. The trilogy was just a masterpiece. They fucked it up with Andromeda. Okay, I can see why.
Number 4, it's a Capcom game.
Uh-oh.
Monster Hunter.
They didn't even mention my game, Devil May Cry. Monster Hunters, I guess so. I know there's definitely some fans out there. I just don't know like if people really like, I don't know if Monster Hunter is that game that people like you have millions of copies sell like they will on any other Resident Evil franchise games and the Devil May Cry franchise, or even the Street Fighters, you know. That has like a large fan base. That I understand, like, don't kill those franchises. Even though they named Resident Evil, their franchise is still big. I don't know Monster Hunter will categorize in that same spectrum for Capcom's greatest. So I can see like, all right, you can kill Monster Hunters. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Number 3 is another Capcom game.
Fuck, I spoke
Dead Rising.
Oh, stop saying, oh my God, bro. You're just killing me with the suspense. Dead Rising, that was the zombie game?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know much about it, but because I don't know much about it, that lets me to believe like, all right, it's a very forgettable game.
I really like the first one.
They made 2.
I feel like
they made 2, right?
They made 4. It just got very boring. Like 4 was so boring that I just like gave up on it. 3, I don't know. I feel like I just gave up on these games except 1. Like I literally played 1 multiple times and I thought it was like good. I thought like it didn't feel overly long and I felt like the rewards and stuff was fine. But I can see why people wanted to end because it's like 1 is a masterpiece and you never had to make another one ever again type of situation. Number 2 is a Rockstar game.
GTA.
Yep. They're like, please don't make a GTA ever again.
It's because I don't know. It's because maybe it's because it's already been a rinse and repeat, only getting better and better all that stuff. I feel like GTA 5 was like the best one of them all, isn't it? Because it's the one with the longest IP running game. So I guess people are just tired of the whole multiplayer playing aspect of GTA 5, and they're just tired of the same thing over and over. I mean, sucks for them. They're about to release GTA 6, and it's here in Miami, in South Florida.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Number 1
to tell you on that. What's number 1?
Number 1 is a Nintendo game.
Mario game? Zelda. They want to stop making Zelda? I have to disagree with that one. Like I said, I coming back and forth with the Zelda games, and once I played Tears of the Kingdom, but Zelda has a huge franchise, has a huge fan base. There's no way they're ever gonna stop making that. But why? Like, if you don't like the game, that's fine. Don't like the game, don't play it. But that doesn't mean that the next person is not gonna like it. They're just gonna play it. You know? Damn. Wow. Yeah, those top 10 video games that they should end franchise. I agree with 1 or 2, but the rest I completely disagree.
Yeah, I feel like Dead Rising could stop. I agree with Monster Hunter. I feel it's almost like with the Pokemon situation. It's like, can you stop making like 20 spin-offs? Like, because they'll have spin-offs and then it's only like Nintendo, and it's like, okay, but you have other like consoles that wouldn't mind playing. Because I played a Monster Hunter 4 and Monster Hunter 3, or they call it Tri, back on the Wii. Which is crazy because back like in the Wii they had like multiplayer for Monster Hunter.
Oh, really?
And I thought that was like
they didn't put that on this next gen platforms.
No, they have multiplayer.
No, but on PlayStation or Xbox, didn't you say it's only for Nintendo? Monster Hunters?
I mean, number 4 was on everything. But I'm saying 3, it was on Wii.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like I'm saying the main line. So like number 3 was on Wii, and I remember I was like a kid. I think I was in middle school, but I remember like being able to go online and like play, and I thought that was really cool for a Nintendo game. Back at the Nintendo Wii era. Number 4 I played. But then as I'm saying, but then they have like spin-offs that are only for Nintendo. And it's like, I think people are just like, every direct, they're like, oh, new Monster Hunter. And it's like, bro, like, I think people are just tired of hearing it. I don't know. Those are the only 2 like I kind of agree with. Mass Effect. Yeah, Mass Effect can die.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so hard to like, part of the game is the character. And it's so hard to recreate Shepard. I don't care what, well, I mean, technically you control Shepard and his actions, but it's still like, I guess like the actions he could take is unique to him. And it's just hard to replicate. I played Andromeda. Oh my God, bro. That was the first Cyberpunk, bro. I remember being in a cut. What made me stop playing the game and uninstall was like, first of all, the weapon progression did not make sense. And I argue with people online all the time. I tell them like, it doesn't make sense because in the other Mass Effect games, if you're like leveling up, the loot you find levels up with you. Now, it might not be OP weapons, but it's like, I'm level 17. My weapons are around 17, you know? Like it can still be a weak like weapon, like a common, if you want to, you know, call it that. But it was still level 17. What was happening was like, I was like level 20 in an area. I remember it's like a jungle planet. And I was still getting like weapons that did like 1 damage. And I'm like, but my enemies are scaling with me, but the weapons are not. And I remember I was trying to do this one area and I spent like 30 minutes. I would not be able to do it because I couldn't find weapons. I finally beat it. I start the cutscene and one of the enemies spawn in and kills me in the cutscene. So I couldn't move. And it brought me back to before the cutscene started. So I had to redo it. And I'm like, uninstall. I was like, uninstall. I literally got so upset. I was like, I'm uninstalling. And I argued with people. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I understand they probably do it where like cutscenes are like in, like, it's not like an actual cutscene. It's like a in-game engine thing. But it's like, bro, give me the protections. You know, if I start the cutscene, at least register that like that's a checkpoint, you know? It was so annoying. And I was like, I'm done. And people online were still arguing with me saying like, no, they had a good weapon system. And I was like, if they did, they didn't explain it well. And like, it doesn't make sense for you to be dropping like level 1 items when you're level 20. We like, you know, we need to progress, right? It should be like, okay, I found like a horrible level 20 weapon, but then I can upgrade it to make it powerful. That makes sense to me.
Right.
But the fact that like I'm on this planet struggling because the enemies scale up, I'm doing like 1 damage to them. It's like, wow, I have to shoot 30 times before they die, which is crazy. And then when I got to the cutscene and I died, I was like, I'm out. I'm like, I'm never playing this game again. And I haven't. I tell people, oh, well, it's better now. I'm like, I don't care if they patched it or they fixed it or blah, blah. I'm just like, the fact that they released it like that is crazy. And it was just, and I did not like the character that much either. I feel like Shepard had like this whole like thing. I feel like I'm ranting now, but
no, that's fine.
I feel like Shepard's a good character. Like the guy that you play in Andromeda was just whatever. Like I didn't think it was cool. I didn't think it was anything. It was just like, oh, you're playing as a random dude on a spaceship. I was like, okay.
I feel your pain when games are like that. I feel that. I just like, no, that's it. That's where I rage quit the most. I think it's like one of those games that I rage quit, especially if the mechanics are just very confusing. I just don't get at the beginning. And people were like, no, it's so easy. It's like, if it's so easy, I could have just picked it up right away. It takes me a while to pick it up. It's like, don't. Just stop.
Especially when this is not the first game in the series and they're still trying to figure out how to do weapon progression and stuff like that. The issue is like, I came from playing Mass Effect 1, which a lot of people didn't like it because you had a cooldown system. Then Mass Effect 2 did clips instead of a cooldown. Like your weapons don't overheat because you just switch with clips. So like they're progressing and fine tuning all this stuff to then go into Andromeda and be like, we're getting rid of everything and restarting the weapon system. And it's like, but you had something that worked and then people were familiar with.
Yeah, no.
And that's just my opinion. They got the button.
They messed up.
Give him the button.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations.
They get the button for that.
You played yourself.
Andromeda was definitely a disaster of a Mass Effect. Yeah. Yeah, no, like everything ended in Mass Effect 3. I liked Mass Effect 3. That was probably my favorite. Andromeda came about and there's no Shepard. It's just like, nah, I'm not interested. And then when I heard lots of people complain about the game, it's like, oh, well, there it is. I don't have to bother purchasing. I just know it's gonna be bad. People are talking about it. It's just horrible. And there it is. You know?
And I gave it a chance because I could have been like one of those people that are like, it's not Shepard, I'm not even buying it, you know? I still bought it, played it, and gave it a chance, but they just let me down. I was like, okay, well, you let me down. That's it.
That's fine. It's a franchise that deserves to die. I'm with it.
Yeah. And now that they did the remaster, like, yo, we got the first 3 remastered, so we're good, you know? With the Mass Effect trilogy, like remastered, I was like, we're good. I bought it. I'm like, if I want to play Mass Effect, we got it remastered. We're good.
I don't know if I'm gonna, but I don't know if I will dedicate my. It's just a lot of time. It's a lot of time for me to take to play those games.
Mass Effect, I 100% agree. Bro, it's so long.
It's long. When it came out, I was in college, so it's like I had the time of the world to do it, and I take my time with it, and I decide how do I want to play the game. Now it's just a little bit hard for me to play to play for nostalgia factor. I would love to. It's just it's gonna be very long for me, and I just don't have the time for it.
That makes sense.
And I still got other games that I'm still playing through just to beat the game once and for all, and then I can jump to the next one. Yeah. Other other franchises that shouldn't die. They shouldn't. No. There's others that I hear that like, yeah, I can see like the Final Fantasy. I can see why people are just done with it. Let's just move on to another RPG. But it doesn't matter. Square Enix it has a system. It's gonna continue on with that system. Whether it's in another Final Fantasy game, there's another Kingdom Hearts game, or it's another new IP game. It don't matter. So and it has a formula. They're gonna stick to that.
Yeah.
Also, their games don't come out until 10 years later. So who cares, right? Pokemon. I agree with the spin-offs, but the main entries, no, they should continue on. It's a forever thing. People love it. Kids play it. Even the people play it on TCG. Yeah, that's never gonna die, and it should never die. There's money behind it. The Resident Evil guys, the new RE engine. Like, come on, bro. Like, 7 brought back the series. 7 brought back the series from the disaster of 6 and possibly 5. I enjoy 5, but a lot of people did not like 5 because it was too action. But it was just in a small. It was just like as if it was a movie. It was horrible. I enjoy it, but a lot of people hated it. I was like, okay, I can see why you hated it. They left the whole horror aspect out the window and just went straight action. 7 just came back from the roots and just make me feel, oh my God, this is Resident Evil. So horror, eerie. I love it with the DLCs. And then when they remake 2, fantastic. Release 8, amazing. Remake of 3 was a letdown, but I enjoy it. And then remake of 4 was just like solidified. Like, this is it. This is art. This is it. Resident Evil is back. Like, you guys now remake some of the old greatest, like Code Veronica and the Resident Evil 0 and 1. Like, people are asking for it with the RE engine. I feel like we're leading into that. And they said that the next numerical franchise, Resident Evil 9, I feel like that's when they're gonna end it all, or that's gonna be like the final entry or something like that, or the final entry with the main characters, and then the next entries will be new characters. We don't know. This is just all speculation, rumors, but I'm all about it. It's like they should not kill. I mean, it's thanks to PT. It's thanks to PT that Capcom capitalized the momentum and took advantage and put it on their game. If only Konami would have fucked over Kojima for that game, we would have one of the greatest horror games ever, Silent Hills by Kojima and Guillermo del Toro. If only Konami would have not fucked Kojima, we would have one of the greatest games ever. And we would have one of the greatest Metal Gear franchise and the Zone of the Enders, which Kojima was so into that project and was ready to release a third game, and Konami just went to him. We'll never know. But it was a smart move from Capcom to like capitalize the momentum. People were into PT. That's what people wanted. All right, let's just do a PT like Resident Evil game. And bam, that's what we got 7. And then we're like, Resident Evil's back. Yes. I like I said, I agree and disagree. I agree with a few, like 1 or 2 free games. Disagree with the rest of it. Because I feel like those are great games and they could continue on, and people don't care. People just gonna buy. That's all I gotta say. Any final thoughts?
No.
All right.
Don't kill Pokemon.
Don't kill Pokemon, please, and don't kill Resident Evil. Kill Final Fantasy. That's fine by me. Just don't kill Pokemon or Resident Evil. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. We got a few more, but we'll leave it for the next one when we got time. Thank you so much, Mike, for coming over. Plug yourself out. Let the people know where they can follow you and what they can expect from you.
Yeah. On YouTube, TikTok, Mike Phoenix Hero, doing deck profiles. I just put a cash one out like 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to do a Destiny Hero one. I'm waiting for Rafa to get first place so we can do one with him.
Seriously, we're getting there. We're almost there.
Yeah. Unboxings. I have a couple of stuff to unbox. I'm also getting the new Sky Striker Ray figure that's coming. That's in transit. So I'm hoping to do that soon. So if you want to look at that, you can. Otherwise, thanks for having me, bro.
Always, brother. Happy that you always come over to the show. Thank you. And guys, thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, like and subscribe for your weekly notifications and click the bell for notifications here at youtube.com/AWGC podcast or A Wolf in Geek's Clothing. You can also check the audio versions at SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts at Wolves in Music, The Lone Wolf Podcast, and A Wolf in Geek's Clothing. All for free, guys. You can always comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts, share your experiences. If you guys got a specific topic that you guys want us to cover, please let us know in the comments down below. We'll do our best to talk about it on the next episode. So, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.